Hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you here. How you guys doing? All right, cool. Okay, so first of all, thank you, thank you for okay, so many greetings here. Thank you. And I noticed that some of you post in the chat box, you only send to panelists, right? Can you change the drop down at next to the text box where you type your text? You can actually change to panelists and attendees as well. So all your message here will be will be seen by all of us here. Otherwise, it's just seen by our team here. So okay, all right. So make this, yeah, express yourself to the world. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, first of all, happy Vesak Day. Yeah, happy Vesak Day to some of you who celebrate Vesak Day. Yeah, and it is a very meaningful day to a lot of people. And first of all, I would like to thank you all of you here for actually taking your time to attend this webinar. Wow, look how many people we have here. 1,000 people right now. Okay, all right, that is great. Okay, so one thing is the more people actually are joining the webinar, the more excited I am. And then the moment, as some of you probably already know, the moment whenever I'm excited, then I accidentally will reveal more information. I don't know why. I tend to share more bonus when I got excited. Okay. Now you know, right? Yeah, I told. Okay, so I see some of you haven't set your chat box to panelists and attendees yet. Please do so everyone can see your message as well. All right. Okay. Nice. Okay. Thank you for that. Right, because I understand some of you are this is the first time here. So because otherwise your message here might not be seen by everyone, right? Because later on maybe you have some question to ask me. So if you set it to panelists only, right? So you're then not a lot of people able to see your question. All right. Okay. Cool. Set it. Nancy and Diana. Right. Yeah. Set it to panelists and attendees. Okay. Nice. Okay. Cool. So first of all, the team here told me that today attendees here is actually from around the world, right? Based on the poll that we did just now, oh, you're here, you're everywhere, right? So I would say that some of you actually wake up very early in the morning, or right now probably it's very late at night. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, and Shirley is from Canada. Hi, Shirley. Good morning. Oh, okay, Nelly. I like Canada. All right. So Mao Chaya from Cambodia. All right. Okay, cool. So why don't we do something like this? Why don't you type in the chat box right now, type in where you're from. Which country are you from? Yeah, I type it there. Okay, Romania, Canada, Singapore, Malaysia, France, Indonesia, United States, Qatar, Switzerland. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, Belgium. Okay, Romania. Wow, so many of you here from Brazil. Okay, all right, Singapore, Thailand. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. So now, today, yeah, let me thank you. Thank you for all of you here for joining me here, because I didn't expect so many people today. Yeah, so I thought it's like several hundreds, but yet we crossed 1,000. Yeah, thank you for your support. So how we're going to do today here is we're going to talk about one very important topic. Probably you already know about what I'm going to talk about today. As the title implies, is the wealth strategies for the new world. Right. So I assume that you have the same mutual needs here, right? This is your goal, part of your goal for 2021 and beyond, right? So let me tell you first, just to ensure that I'm talking to I'm serving the right needs to all of you here. So I want to tell all of you here, this workshop or this webinar today is not for someone who already financially free. Okay, so if you're already financially free, your only problem is you don't know how to spend your money, probably this is the wrong webinar for you. How many of you here, your problems right now is you have too much money, but you don't know how to spend it. You headache, you depressed because you have too much money. You don't know how to spend. Okay, right? So if you have too much money, you don't know how to spend your money, it's a good problem. Yeah, maybe you can pass some money to me. I can advise you. Just joking. So if your main problem right now is too much money, don't know how to spend, then maybe this is not the right webinar for you. Then maybe next time when I create another webinar, how to spend your excess money, then probably that won't be the right one for you. Okay, so I want to clarify this, right? Ensure that we have the same expectation here. So, and what is today webinar for? Today webinar is for someone who's just starting to build their financial foundation, or someone who like to create more wealth in their life, not only for themselves, but to support and provide a better living environment for their children and their loved one as well. How many of you here have this goal in mind? Type the word me. All right, so many of you here. Okay, cool. Right, you need this vitamin M, right? How many of you here need this vitamin M? All right, so many of you. Okay, nice. Okay, then you are in the right webinar today. Okay, so and this is exactly, I did this for you. Okay, let me tell you a little bit, because some of you here are very new to this, right? Probably you don't know why you're joining here. You just saw a link in your email, just click in, hey, or I'm here, right? So I know some of you here, this is the first time, probably you're joining this webinar. So let me just use 1 or 2 minutes here to introduce myself. Yeah, you already heard me talking for the last 5 minutes, right? And you don't know who I am. I think that would be a little bit weird, right? So let me start a little introduction here, telling you who I am. So my name is Iverson Lee, and I'm a consultant and instructor from Joey Up Consulting Group. So my main role, or my day job, is I share with people about Chinese metaphysics. I teach people how to use Chinese metaphysics system to improve their life, and I also do consultation as well. So because some group of individuals, they don't like to learn it because they are too busy, so they probably want to see me to get some advice. Right? So I also provide consultation for them. So this webinar right now that we are doing right now is a form of teaching. Right, I'm going to share with you information, and I also see this also one way for me to actually giving back to others, because I discovered that a lot of people, they might not have the I would say resources or access to Chinese metaphysics, right? So especially in English, right? So I hope that this one way or another I can actually give back to the community, yeah, because I once a beginner, someone gave me a chance, right, to learn this, right? So now I already I appreciate that opportunities, and now I already gone through a certain journey in terms of learning Chinese metaphysics. I apply for myself as well. So I say, hey, right, why not I spend some time whenever I can, to share this information for free for everyone, right? So, and therefore, if you're a beginner, you're listening to this right now, yeah, if you're asking, if you're thinking that whether this is what is in for me, whether I can actually learn this or not, don't worry. So the way I actually structure today's webinar is to actually, I'm talking to you as if like you're a beginner, right? So I hope that, some of you are expert here already. Yeah, your level is so high. So maybe if they have certain questions, you can help them to address those questions. If the beginner have any questions, yeah, help them, right? Yeah, pay it forward. Okay, all right. So, but there are so many topics that I can share about. But why about wealth? Because I discovered that the world changing so much, right? And the way we make money is no longer the way it used to be. You guys agree? Right. A lot of time I would say that 20 years ago, the moment you have academic qualification or degree or master is some sort of like guarantee your future. Right? In the old days, it worked like this, right? So somehow the chances of success is much more higher compared with someone that don't have that advantage. But if you look at the last 5 years, the things starting to change, right? So you see that academic qualification is no longer that important, or may I say not that impactful anymore in terms of the contribution to someone's financial success. Do you agree with this or not? Right, yeah, so therefore the world is changing. So, and therefore we also know that the Chinese metaphysics system are created like 2000 years ago, right? So the system is a very powerful system, but the way, yeah, or the interpretation, or the way we using this information will be rather different, because we live in this very different world now, especially when the pandemic happened, is still happening right now, this unprecedented moment. So now this only speed up the process of change, right? It could be if this pandemic haven't happened, maybe there'll be another 5 years before you see a drastic change. Some of you are understood or you learn Chinese metaphysics before. We are talking about period 9, right? But this pandemic actually speed up the whole process. And some people might not able to see it, or they are not able to actually embrace these changes. Therefore, they are suffering. And it's not their fault. Yeah, the thing here is because I've seen a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people, especially for the last 1 year. They say, Iverson, yeah, they always tell me I'm hardworking. I'm a good father. I pay all the taxes. Yeah, I didn't. I learn every day. Yeah, to improve myself. How come I got retrenched? How come I didn't get the increment? Why my boss is still paying me chicken feeds? Right, so which means that a very little form of money, right? So therefore I discovered one thing here is if a good person, hardworking person, right, or maybe a good father, a good mother doesn't guarantee you're also doing great in finance, right? These are the two things that is totally unrelated. Yeah, but in our mind we keep thinking, right, as long we are hardworking, we are a good person, we are a kind person, then wealth will come naturally, right? And only that we found that is not true, because this is an isolated thing, right? So therefore, this is the first thing we need to aware first for us to know, hey, actually what is happening here, right? What is the thing that can help us to actually create more, I would say, financial abundance within us. Okay, so and today is not about a debate whether money is important or not. Okay, I actually came across certain individual that say, hey, Iverson, right, you say that money can buy you a house but not a home. Money is the root of all evil. So today we are not going to discuss whether money is a right thing to have or not. I assume that all of you here, the reason you join, or the fact they're already here, you already agree that money does play an important role in our life. Can we actually agree on this part or not? Right, so today I'm not going to waste my time and your time to discuss this spiritual debate. Okay, all right. So, and we know that and if you look at our life, yeah, money is just it's not the end, right? It's just a means to an end, right, of something. So you think about this, right? The moment, yeah, I want all of you here to think. The moment you wake up, you open your eyes every single morning. What is the first thing you do? Tell me. Don't tell me you kiss your spouse, all right? That time, that, your breath is not something that, anyone want to get very near to, right? Okay, so probably you grab your phone, yeah, and the moment you wake up, you go to a bathroom. If you are like me, right, though, you're going to brush your teeth, right? So therefore, the moment you take out a toothpaste, that alone costs money, isn't it? Right, and then you open the tap of water, the water flowing in, that is also cost money, right? So therefore, we might not pay attention to this, but everything we do, every single thing actually costs us money, right? So I don't want you to have a bad feeling about that to actually to want more money, because money is survival, right? So money is survival. Okay, Raymond Tan say accept the air to breathe. Okay, maybe it is, yeah, but if someone is struggling, they might live in an area that is a lot of factory where the air pollution is bad, right? So if you are wealthy, or at least you can afford somewhere, you can find a place, yeah, that have less pollution, right? So therefore, in so many ways that we might not able to see it, there's so many influence money on us. And I think that we need to get this done earlier, because a lot of whenever we are young, right, when we are studying in primary or secondary school, what the teacher going to tell us, right? They say you're going to work hard until what? You retired, right? Can you remember this, right? Therefore, they actually set the retirement age. So in our mind, it trained that we need to work until maybe 65 years old. Depends what is the retirement age in your country, right? So somehow, what if, right? Maybe someone will ask the question, why I should wait until 65 years old to retire? What if I can retire early, maybe for 30s or 40 years old? Would it be cool? So I can do the things I like to do. Right. So if you ask me, right, what is the benefit of making more money? I would say that from my perspective, I would say that it will give you freedom to do whatever you want. Agree? Right. So the reason you work for money is not for the paper. The paper is worthless. But through this, by acquiring a strong financial resources, you're able to buy freedom, which means that you are no longer working for money, right? You still can work. You think about this, right? If your bank account right now, you have 20 million, you still can work for others, is fine, but you no longer work for money. Even you lost your job, yeah, it's fine, right? So think about this, right? If you don't work for money, do you perform better in your job, or you actually or you if we perform better or not? Let me ask you. If you don't work for money anymore, of course, right? Because if you don't work for money anymore, I would say that you have less stress. I think Irene said correctly here. He said that it's called passion, right? You can pursue something you like. And then I know that a lot of people will say, hey, yeah, okay, money can buy you maybe a car or a house, but cannot buy you health. I say yes, it is true, right? Wealthy people doesn't mean they're going to live forever. Yeah, we still actually I would say subjected to the natural causes as well. So, but the thing here that if you fall sick, if you have financial resources, don't you think your chances of recover are higher than those who doesn't, right? So you have financial resources, you can access the best doctor in the town, or if not the world, right? So therefore, it actually buy you the survival percentage rate, higher survival rate here. So therefore, this party, and then don't you think money can actually provide a better destiny for your children? Yes, right. You can send them to the right school, a proper environment to grow with, So in long story short, right? So I would say that there's so many ways, yeah, money can influence us positively. So I don't see money negatively, right? Because how we use money is the most important in the end, right? So if you ask about a knife, right? A knife can be used for a very useful purpose, like cooking. Yeah, but some people use it to do what? Yeah, to stab people, right? All those things. So money itself is neutral. Yeah, what you're going to do with it, yeah, it's up to you, right? So therefore, I hope all of you here to why I want to tell this, I don't want you to have a negative association with money, because the moment you have this negative association, it's very hard for you to attract money into your life. Yeah, because your every cell in your body, your energy level, yeah, your DNA actually repels money. Yeah, we don't like that, right? So therefore, if our first thing here is you need to be okay in life, and then a lot of people say, hey, do you know that yeah, my neighbor, right, the husband last time is very poor and is fine, yeah, stay with his wife, but the moment he become rich, now he got a lot of girlfriends. He say that money change people. How many of you heard about this? Yeah, when he was poor, he's like the most loyal husband in the world. But the moment he make money, suddenly he got a lot of girlfriends outside. Yeah, but if you think about this, right? Money, it doesn't actually change people from good to bad. Money just magnifies whoever the person is from the start. Yeah, you think about someone. If someone is a jerk, and if he actually become wealthy, I don't think you want to talk to this person, right? his jerk level will actually increase 10 times. Yeah, but if someone is kind, then I would say that the moment he become rich, yeah, you do more charity. So now then you bring back the discussion just now about the husband and wife, right? So which means that from the start, the husband is not loyal, because when he was poor, his only focus is to bring the food to the table, right? So that's his only focus. Yeah, so and it doesn't mean he's a good husband, yeah, in terms of relationship or loyalty, right? So the moment, yeah, he become rich, so he don't have the pain of about worry about the bringing the food to the table anymore, right? So now, yeah, he can look for something that who he is really inside. Yeah, if he's someone is not loyal, then he have money, have resources, right? Then that's why he look for other opportunities. Okay. Yeah, so this is how it works here, right? So don't worry, money doesn't change who you are. It just magnifies who you are. Okay. All right. So once we understand this, so how do we use metaphysics actually to help us to improve the financial standing? And what I can choose to share with you here, because back to 7 years ago, before I actually came across Chinese metaphysics, I'm struggling financially. right? So, and fortunately, during that time, I actually, I would say that the destiny cross path or divine intervention, I get to know this subject called 八字, yeah, 八字, and then subsequently Feng Shui and Qi, and then I use those techniques and application to help me to get out of my financial ruts, right? So and this is and from there slowly I able to build a stronger foundation. And then when looking back to 7 years ago, so I say that, hey, I glad that I learned Chinese metaphysics, because I see that a lot of worries that I had previously already disappeared. Because 7 years ago I got one very important, I have got one very special superpower, or you might call this a talent. You know what is a talent is? My talent is I able to spend more than I earn. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, if I can earn 10,000, I have the ability to spend 30,000. Think about this. How can I do that? Yeah, this is not easy to learn. Yeah, this is God-given talent to me. It's a bad talent, by the way, right? I'm not proud of it. Okay, I can laugh about it right now. Yeah, but I used to cry about this, right? So because I say, hey, how much I actually finding problems to actually paying the bills. Yeah, and then creditors are calling, and then I look at my credit card bill, and then there's a lot, right? So it seems like a bit overwhelming for me during the time to clear all of this, right? So how many of you here have this experienced this kind of problem before? You feel so helpless. The debt is so high, it's just suffocating. Okay, so all right, so therefore, and I actually use Chinese metaphysics, my knowledge here to apply on it, and then I see improvement, and then with God will, and I finally able to actually solve those problems completely. Okay, so this is I still spend money, right? But now maybe I spend in a more conscious way, because habit is hard to die. Okay, I still like to spend money. Yeah, it's just on a different way. Okay, so and that's why I think that I can share with you something, because I will not share with you something that I haven't gone through before. Yeah, I think this is very important, right? If I don't want to talk to you just from theory perspective, yeah, I want to talk to you with something that already proven. That's the results. Don't you guys agree? Right? So I'm not a professor that I'm teaching a business class, but I only know in theoretically it's like this. But myself, I haven't done any business before. In Chinese metaphysics, I don't feel good if I do that, right? So therefore, this is something I gone through, and I hope that throughout today's session here, I can share a bit of pieces of something, yeah, that hopefully can help you, yeah, that make a better decision. Okay, so how do we do this here today is the first thing here is you will ask what are the system that I'm using, right? So let me share with you first, the Chinese metaphysics that I'm using. And by the way, do you guys already plot your Barter chart? Have you get your Barter chart ready? Okay, so if you haven't yet, or you don't know what Barter chart is, so type the word no. Okay, all right, because I understand that there are some beginner here. So let me start with this. Okay, with this screen here right now, do you able to see the URL here? So this is the link or the QR code to plot the Barter chart. You need this, right? So part of the webinar today, I'm going to ask you to refer back to your chart. Okay, so and this is the for the beginner, but of course, if you're a seasoned practitioner, or it is not your first time here, then you probably already got this chart, right? So now I'm talking to beginner. All right, ready? Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's those. Now I'm addressing those who typing the word no just now, and Shimo also just posted the link in the chat box as well. Yeah, and then you can just click on the link. I hope that this make it way more easier for you. Okay, all right, nice. Once you have this information here, now I want to actually tell you first that the system that I use for myself, this is the one. Yeah, these are the three systems that I use a lot. I know that in Chinese metaphysics, this is not the only system, right? Yeah, so there will be date selection, there'll be Yijing. I still use those system. Yeah, so but this is what I use when I get started. right? So I know that this is not the only system in Chinese metaphysics. You have purpose star astrology. Yeah, you have I would say six run, and then Tai Yi. There are so many different systems. Yeah, but these are the three system that I frequently use, and the reason is because I discovered that it actually give a better result and is more effective in terms or more efficient in a way because I'm not a very patient person. Yeah, so I expect result fast. So probably this would be the system I like to use. So and so some of you ask how about Shuang Gong? Yeah, Shuang Gong is under Feng Shui, right? Yanni Chu, you asked about Shuang Gong, right? So and Yanni Chu, you haven't switched your chat yet. Yeah, you also address to panelists, right? Yanni Chu, Stephanie, and Jasmine Fu. Can you set your chat to attend this as well? Okay, all right. So everyone can see your questions. So otherwise, the rest don't know who I talking to. Okay. Do you know now? Right now, I'm at the night time here. Yeah. So you know what happened, right? If I'm talking to someone is not exists in the chat room, it'll be a bit weird, especially during nighttime. Okay. Now, so these are the system that I use a lot. So, and some of you probably use one of this before. So let me just share with you a little bit about this function here. So now, if you're talking about parts, I use this a lot, got to do with insights. This is how I actually discovered my talent that I can exercise or I can expand using parts. So if some of you here, you're talking about what is my money making ability, and all those things, then parts will be the best tool for you. Okay, so the next one here is Feng Shui, right? So now let's say you already know what is your ability. Let's say you're very good in marketing or you're very good in speaking, right? So, but it doesn't end there, right? Because you need someone to give you an opportunity for you to actually practice or express your talent, isn't it? Right? Don't care how great you are as a singer. Maybe you can sing even better than Whitney Houston. Yeah, but if there's no opportunities for you to express or to showcase your talent, you'll be useless, isn't it? Right. So therefore, Feng Shui is one of the things that I use a lot, because all of us here we need noble people, we need opportunities, right? We cannot do everything by ourselves. So I actually use Feng Shui to create opportunities for me to actually use or my talent. Don't you think this is important, Feng Shui? All right. So and then also, right, every goal that you set for yourself, I don't care how good you are, or maybe how skillful you are, or you have opportunities. In the end, if you cannot deliver the results that everyone is expected, then you might not able to reach your financial goal. Don't you agree? So therefore, Qimeng is a system here that talk about strategy, how to win, right? So if this is your first day, you actually join a new company, yeah, then you can use Qimeng, because if you join the company, probably you don't need opportunities anymore because you already joined the company, right? So you already got a job. So what you need right now is a strategy to climb to the top, right? Don't you think that one requires strategy? Yes. So therefore, then Qimeng become handy. Yeah, then it become useful for you. So are you guys clear about these three things or not? Guys, clear? Okay, all right, nice. If you're clear about this, is good. So, and does it actually make your learning become easier right now or not? The moment you actually see this, okay, yeah, Feng Shui got to do with opportunities. Like if you cannot look for a job, you can use Feng Shui to secure an interview. And once you secure the interview, already signed the offer letter, then you can use Qimeng. Yeah, Qimeng will tell you in this company who is the person you shouldn't piss. Right? If you piss this person off, then you're in great trouble. Yeah, who is the important person in this company? Yeah, what is the strategy you need to deal with your boss? Then that one you use Qimeng. All right. Okay. Yeah. So are you okay? So Lily. Okay. Yeah, I hope that my explanation actually clear your doubts on this. Because if you don't know this, right, is when you learn all this system, you'll be jumbled up and then you don't know what to do. Okay, this is a three system I use to help me to actually solve my financial problems. Okay, All right, cool. So once we do this, so what we're going to do today, because there are so many, if you ask me, right, if I able to share with you all my contents, it will be like, I'm going to spend like probably at least 1 year talking nonstop for me to finish everything, right? So every time before any webinar, I always have a headache. You know why? I don't know. I need to pick from all my, all my research, all my knowledge, all the journal, right? So all of this here, which one is suitable to share with all of you here today? So finally, I solved this most complex issue, and I finally selected three things. Three things today I'm going to share with you, right? It's not everything, but I think that these three things here will be sufficient, for you to take the first step here. So now let me share with you the first, what I'm going to talk to you today, right? So you are clear and on what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to show you this outline. Okay, so wealth strategies for the new world. So I'm going to talk about these three things today. Are you guys okay? Are you guys clear? Okay, so today and then the first one, the second one, and the third one. So, or maybe you want me to only talk about one. Tell me. If you want to talk about number one, you just type one. Or you want number two. Okay, all of you here want all three. All right. Okay, so let's start with number one first. We are actually 1,000 points, okay? Yeah, so I retrieved for three. Maybe next time, our next webinar, I'm going to actually use another point to talk to you. So, and the point I'm actually telling you is very relevant to you. So let's start with this. The first thing we're going to talk about today is the 80-20 rules, okay? So how many of you here heard about these 80-20 rules? Yeah, type in the chat box. How many of you here actually heard about this? Okay, some of you yes, some of you know, right? So the 80-20 rules, is a phenomenon that observed by people, a lot of people. Now it becomes a statistic that it shows that these rules applies to everything in the universe. Okay, yeah. So they call this, I think there's a name to it. I think Pareto Principle. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's something like this. And this rule talking about like this: if you run a business, 20% of your client will contribute 80% of your profit. Okay, yeah. So this is how it works. Yeah, this is something very magical. We cannot explain this, but this is just how the universe works. Okay, so David Yap say Pareto law. Oh yeah, that's the name. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for reminding. Pareto law. So, and this is how it works. So, and think about this, right? If in a business, let's say a business owner, you know that among your customer, 20% will contribute 80% of your revenue. So would you rather focusing on this 20% of your customer that contribute 80% of the revenue, or you want to focus on the 80% of the customer that contribute only 20% of the revenue? Okay, all right. Karen also say that you use the 80-20 rules for mining data, right? Okay, cool, nice. All right, 20%, right? So it's cool. So, and then this thing here doesn't stop here one, So how about your relationship? Yeah, there are so many things you can do for your spouse, right? So do you know which are the 20% that make 80% of the difference or not? Or you keep doing the things that your spouse don't like, and you think that you are the great lover. For example, like your spouse don't like flower, you keep sending her flower, only to know that she like cash more than flower. Yeah, she's a smart girl. Right? So you need to know this, right? Yeah, I don't care how many petals, roses you bought, the whole building, she's going to kill you. You say, rather you give me money, okay? All right? Yeah, so therefore, this is very important. So when we look at wealth distribution, we also see the same pattern as well. So 20% of the population actually own 80% of the wealth. Yeah, this is the same thing here. And even in every industry, they are always the elite group, right? Yeah, the top of the top. For example, no matter what industry, in a marketing industry, they are the genius marketeer, right? So they are always the top 20% that earn all the money. And then the remaining is to distribute with the 80% group of people. So that is the same thing here. So let me ask you one thing here. If you're talking about wealth accumulation, if you can choose, would you rather be the 20% group or the 80% group? 20%, right? Of course, right? This is a very obvious answer, right? So if you're selecting 80%, I think you should exit this chat group, right? You're entering the wrong chat group. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Nice. Oh, it's 20% here. Okay. So now, of course, this will lead us to the next question, right? How do we actually lead? What is the first step for us to do here to lead us to the 20%? How many of you are committed? Before we do that, do you know where you are right now or not? Are you in the 80% group or you in the 20% group? Okay, thanks for being honest, right? I appreciate that. Yeah, that's how everyone started. And some people that don't know about this, they just keep working hard and they didn't realize that all their work, they take 2 jobs, work until late at night, but yet they cannot earn a lot because they're still under the 80%. All right, it's fine. Right? Thanks for being honest. This is the most honest group I ever talked to. Sometimes I talk to other group, they keep type 20%, right? But actually they are lying. I can feel one, You know why? Because when I practice Qigong, my intuition power also increased a little bit. So even without actually looking at your face with the camera on, I still can feel it. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, first of all, thank you for being honest here. So I think this is very important because now you're aware, right? Awareness is the first step to change. You guys agree? Right? So now we know. So now, how do we actually get to this the 20%? So let me show you the steps here. Okay, so and let me show you this. What is the 80% will ask first, right? Whenever they come for a consultation or they do the parts, this is what they're going to ask. Am I in the right industry or not? Can you tell me which is the right industry I'm in? Okay, so if you ask this question before, this is to confirm 100% you are in the 80% group. Okay, how many of you asked this question before? Yeah, so as if the moment someone asks this question, they think that as long I get into the right industry, right, then everything will be fine. Right, so yeah, a lot of time they ask about this or when I will be rich, as if like someone already planned this for you, right? Yeah, so a lot of people think about the right industry. It's not wrong, but it just put you to the 80%. Yeah, this is what commonly people think. Yeah, even you are now, don't worry, right? Because after today's webinar, you're no longer 80%. Okay, you start to move towards to 20%. How about that? Deal? Yeah, that's why you're coming today, right? Okay, cool. So now, and then because also some people that when they fail in their business, they keep thinking it's because they actually go into the wrong industry. So let me tell you one thing here, right? Why this one is not workable? Let's say you discover that you are IT is your right industry. So is it means that the moment you actually go into IT industry, automatically the whole divine conspire to make you suddenly become successful and making more money? No. Do you know why? What is the reason? It's not because the divine hates you. It's not about that. It's because you are not the only person in the world that got the favorable or the suitable industry is technology. So do other people. Okay, right? There are a lot of people. So this is your competitor. Unless you tell me that the whole world, only you alone that that have the IT is your right industry, then maybe you can be successful, right? So I want you to know that there are a lot of competitors or your colleagues. Also, they're also entering in the right industry, right? Do you see this? Do you see this? Does it make sense or not? Right? You forget that there's a lot of people in this world. You're not alone. Yeah, if you're alone, then maybe yes. Yeah, if you enter the right industry, automatically be successful. There are so many people right now. Yeah, fighting with you. Yeah, want to take the piece of the pie. Right? They not only want the cake, they want to eat the cake as well. Yeah, a lot of people are more hungrier. Right? So therefore, this is the part here. So now, let me show you back the screen here as well. Okay, so if you look at this, right? So the next thing that okay, now this 80% people become smarter right now, right? They want to ask the question about this. If I know the right industry and I know the right role, yeah, then I'll be successful in my whatever. I'm going to make a lot of money. Is it true or not? Yeah, this is the maximum level people will go to, right? When they ask pastor, isn't it? They ask about the industry and then they're asking about what? Yeah, the role, right? So, okay, of course, a lot of you here say no, right? So because you say that, okay, let's say my IT, I right industry, let's say it's IT industry, I joined the industry, and then let's say my role is good in marketing, so I work as a marketing role in an IT company. Is it means I'm going to be successful? No, right? Because there are so a lot of people also have the skills. So what differentiate between this 80% and 20% when you're no longer asking this question anymore? This is your first step. Yeah, why to pay attention here? So the moment, some of you just now asking, right? How do I get to the 20%? Is when you stop asking this question. Yeah, because this is the 80%. I'm not saying this is not important, but this is only contribute 20% of your success. Do you want to know the 80% of the success or not? Yeah, then you need to move yourself towards to the 20% group. Yeah, so let me show you the 20% group here. Now, this is the 20%. So the 20% ask this question. The right mindset. Yeah, is the way you think. Yeah, is who you are. Okay, so you can think yourself to give up. You also can think yourself to the way to become not to give up on something, right? You can think yourself become low self-esteem. You also can think yourself to become someone that have faith on yourself to do something. You have courage to try something. Think about this. No matter how intelligent you are, if you don't dare to take risks, even a low risk activities will be successful, right? If you don't have the right mind to serve others, to help others, would you go very far now? If you don't have patience inside you, right? You keep expecting, things come very fast to you. If I work hard for 1 month, then I should be able to see my rewards. If you're not able to see the long game, will you be successful? I don't care how skillful you are. Remember just now the 80%, right? Yeah, the role is a skill, right? I don't care how skillful you are. If you're wrong mindset, then there'll be a problem. Okay, how many of you here know who is Michael Jordan is? Of course, everyone know, right? Yeah, he is the GOAT, right? Greatest of all time. Okay, I think this doesn't sit well with LeBron James fans. Okay, but for me, MJ is the GOAT, greatest of all time. And if you look at him, right, even at his peak during his career, he's the best player, so-called the best player in the world during that time. He actually spent more time training than the rest of his teammates. Even he's the best. Now, what does it tell you here? What is the difference between Michael Jordan and them? Yeah, he's the best, he no need to actually train harder than the rest of his team. While his team still sleeping, he already training. This same apply to the late Kobe Bryant as well. Yeah, if you're basketball fans, like right? So, but otherwise, I think you should know Michael Jordan, right? So therefore, it's about the mindset. Yeah, so if your mindset is strong, I don't care whether you enter the wrong industry, yeah, or you going through the wrong role, you make it work. Do you know that Michael Jordan, when he started, he actually get kicked out of the team because the coach told him you are not a great basketball player, you don't have talent. Do you know that? Yeah, if you read his biography or his history, right? He actually got kicked out from the team, and the coach told him, "Yeah, you don't have talent. I don't see the greatness in you." And that time he was just a kid. How many people can bounce back? Tell me, when an adult told you this. So this is about the mindset, right? So do you think this is something very important? this 20%. So would you like to actually cultivate this mindset or not? This is now you see this, right? This is the 20%. A lot of people asking about how to do something, which industry to join, right? What to learn. Yeah, but it's not about the how, it's about the why. When your why is strong, you automatically figure out the how. Yeah, this same applies to financial achieving, building a strong foundation as well. Does it make sense? So now, this leads us to the next question here. In your party chart, there are so many information there, right? So do you know which information is the 20% and which one is the 80%? Yeah, now I'm talking party. Now you understand the concept. You want to be the 20%, right? So when you analyze your chart, there are so many information that's why a lot of people actually got confused, right? So which are the information, if you understood it, then you can make it 80% of the difference of the chart compared to if you just simply wrote, you only get the 20%. Okay, some of you say month pillar, luck pillar. All right, there are so many of it. Okay, so do you want to learn this or not? Okay, all right. So now I go to okay. So let me show you right now. Yeah, let me show you. Let me share a screen, the sample party chart on the screen right now, so you can take a look at this. Okay, all right. So do you see a sample chart right now on the screen? Type the word yes, you're able to see it. See this. Okay, all right. So in the chart, if you're talking about enhancing, yeah, your wealth capacity, right, or the mindset you should have, yeah, this is the one you're going to do it. Okay, yeah, this is the month. So this month here is the 20% that contribute 80% of the results. That's why when we look at career, we look at business, we look at wealth, we always look at the month pillar, isn't it? And I just told you earlier on, if you have wealth, you can change a lot about your destiny, your life, your lifestyle, right? Someone asked whether it's a heavenly stamp or hidden stamp. Actually, it's included everything here. Okay, so now don't worry. Don't start to interpret first. I want you to know the location, where to look for. So if you only can choose one pillar to read in your chart to make 80% of the difference, you better study this. Okay, so now you're very clear. The rest suddenly faded in the background. Yeah, this is how you use the party chart. Okay, to see this. Okay, so of course, this one is your natal chart. So this one would be a lifetime study, right? Or lifetime cultivation on this. Okay, everything. So the more you know more about this, and when you go to the next level, yeah, the meaning on the month pillar somehow give you a new perspective, right? So if you say, if only one thing I can work with something in the month. Okay, so of course right now I cannot because this one is a huge topic to learn this, but why not I give you some shortcut first? Do you want some shortcuts? At least a short-term thing. Instead of lifetime, we talk about 1 year first. Are you guys okay? So now, because the mindset is so important, so I want to actually share with you, how do you derive 1 year, what is the mindset you should adopt this year, 2021, so you can attract more wealth opportunities to you. Would you like to learn this or not? Okay. All right, so I see a lot of yeses here. So the month pillar, we leave it later on when we have more time. Yeah, because this one is lifetime, right? So a lot of people might not have the patience to wait for that. So let's talk about the year first. Yeah, this year, because this is the most important right now, right? At this point of time. So I want you to zoom in into here. Okay, let me just do this again. In your party chart, can you see this or not? Right, so this is the year. Since I'm talking about the year, I want you to look at here. But this also very to a beginner, this might sound very complicated. So don't worry, we already make it into a diagram, so it's easier for you to interpret the information. So where is it? You just need to scroll down and look at this part. Okay, let me zoom out again. So this is your first page. You scroll to the bottom, right to the bottom. Do you see this? Okay. All right. So children, just enlarge it. There you go. Okay. So now, in this part here, I want you to pay attention is this. This is natal. This is annual. Which one are we looking at? We're looking at annual because we want to know this year, right? What kind of mindset we should adopt, right? So we look at annual. So annual is purple color. So in this box here, we look at the purple color diagram. Do you guys follow so far? All right, nice. Yeah, this is very easy. Okay, so especially for beginner, I hope you can. I think this is the best way I could to explain this to you. Yeah, so I think this is quite easy, right? So now once you are able to identify this diagram, the goal here is like this. I want to look at which of the point is actually is the highest, in terms of the value. Yeah, let's look at this sample first, this example here. So tell me, if you based on element, fire, earth, metal, water, or wood. Okay, it's fire, right? Yeah, because this one actually give you 80%. So for this person is fire. Fire is the mindset he should adopt this year. All right. So, but you don't know what the fire means yet. It doesn't matter because I haven't explained yet. But I want all of you here to know, yeah, this is the one. Okay, all right. So now check on your own chart right now. Can you tell me which is your strongest element on the annual diagram? Okay, nice. Some of you have two is fine. Yeah, so you just write down first. Okay, metal, I see a lot of metal. Okay, metal, earth and metal. All right. Yeah, sometimes it's possible you have both. Yeah, the highest is perfectly okay. Nothing wrong with you. All right, don't worry. Okay, cool. I think you get this. Cool. All right, so now I'm going to explain to you, yeah, one by one, what does it mean? Okay, all right. So now let's start with fire. How many of you here, your fire is the highest element from the natal diagram? Sorry, from the year annual diagram. Okay, I see Marina. Okay, and then Andrew Law. Both also haven't set to audience yet. Still panelists. Okay, so that's why the rest of the people cannot see you. Now, guys, can you set yourself to audience and panelists so everyone can see your response as well? Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. Okay, now, fire, right? So if you're fire, yeah, this year, the kind of mindset you need to cultivate is you need to understand the true value of your network. Yeah, so because your network is your net worth for 2021. Yeah, so if your highest is fire, yeah, this year, I would say you must focus a lot into networking, making new friends. Or actually call up someone that you might already know, and then reignite back the relationship again. This will give you the 80% of the results. Okay, yeah, only the highest is fire. Okay, so all the fire, do you understand or not? Right, you must understand, internalize that your network is your net worth. You might heard about this term so many times until it become a cliche, right? But if you truly understand it, you will act on it. Otherwise, you might just say, "Oh, I heard it before," So we don't want that. All right. Okay, that one is for what? Fire. Now, next one. How many of you here your metal element is the highest in your natal diagram? Sorry, not in your annual diagram. Why am I constantly saying natal? Yeah, in your annual diagram is the metal. All right, if you're metal, this year you need to be flexible. All right, so which means that this year you'll be quite stubborn. All right, so sometimes you need to actually know which principles to break, yeah, or to ignore to get the job done. Right, if your metal is the highest, yeah, this year you'll be quite stubborn. You say, this is who I am, this is my principle, you cannot bend. right? But this year, even to get ahead faster, you want to attract more wealth opportunities, you need to be flexible. You know that in an organization, whenever the organization in trouble, yeah, it's not the most intelligent person survive, and also it's not the most courageable person or the most brave person will survive, right? It's the one that is the most flexible, adaptable. Yeah. So if you're metal, 2021, this is your 20% to create the 80% of the results. Okay, now let's move on. How about water? Highest is water. Type the word me. I want to see who you are. Okay, Michelle, Frederick, Susan Ong. Okay, nice. So many of you here. Okay, Gina. Okay, cool. So if your highest is water, then this year that you'll be quite emotional. Okay, yeah, because if you want to know a little bit technical, this year Earth is a wet Earth. The moment the water mixed with this wet Earth, you become contaminated. So this year will be a little bit emo. Okay, so you can hashtag emo also if you want to. Yeah, just to prove that you are very emo right now. Yeah, so super emo, right? Okay, so therefore this year is a good year to instill faith and positivity in your mindset. So I want you to know that there is a timing on everything. Yeah, God delay is not God denial. There always a universe timing. It might not be the timing you want, but I want you to hold on there. Eventually, you become better. Yeah, because when you can adopt this kind of energy within you, you can make a better decision. You can attract more opportunities to you. If your water is the highest. Okay. Yeah. So, do you like this or not? Do you like this piece of information? I think this piece of information worth your attendance today, right? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I think probably I a bit long-winded, right? Now we're only on at the first point. Maybe we might end slightly later. Are you guys okay? Right? Are you guys sleepy right now? Okay, no, right? Okay, cool. You're not sleepy, then I can continue. Okay, so the next one here is the earth element. So if your highest is the earth element, then this year the keyword for you here, is elimination. So you need to simplify your life. Yeah, you carry a lot of burden, unnecessary things. Yeah, especially your earth, right? So there's so many things from last year, maybe back to last decade, or sometimes it's not the physical thing, it's emotional burden, right? It make things too complicated, right? So this is a great year to simplify your life. Does it resonate with you or not? Yeah, that is the power of Bazi. Okay, yeah, and Yi Jing. There are so many, right? So we're using here. So I actually use so many ways to actually derive this here, especially Yi Jing, right? So this is cool. All right, nice. The next one here is the I think the final one here will be wood. How many of you here your wood element is the highest? Okay, if your wood element is the highest, yeah. So let me give you the keyword here: execution. Yeah, this year is not a year for you to think. You really think too much. Yes. So this year, yeah, just get your sneakers and start running. If your wood is the highest, okay, all the wood people that is the highest, yeah, the keyword here is execution. Yeah, if you don't know what it means, then go to Nike shop or Nike boutique, and then the slogan, right? Just do it. Yeah, that is the slogan for you for this year. And the moment you're able to do this, you will see a lot of wealth opportunities for you. Okay, yeah. So this is what is the chart indicates. Okay, all right. So do you like this information? Okay, okay, right? Okay, nice. So the whole thing here, I want you to actually understand that this I would say mindset is something very important. I just show you how do you derive the mindset for 2021, right? So, but do you want to up the game or not? Yes, someone asked about, is it apply for this year? Yes, being so, it's only apply for this year. Want to up the game? How about to increase your creativity to solve problems and also increase your luck? Do you want this or not? Okay, maybe just now on the Pareto chart, you might find something you don't like, right? Now I give you something you can do about it. Okay, so some of you probably already done this, yeah, because I actually I share it with my subscriber, those people who subscribe to my channel before, but some of you haven't, right? So let me show you. This is the one that I'm talking about: creativity and luck installation. Yeah, so let me show you this part here. This is very interesting. Yeah, so I actually, a lot of people actually send me that they see result on this. So since you're here, then might as well you try this. Let me share it on the screen right now. Okay, so do you see this or not? Creativity and luck installation. Okay, so this one here, this one is, you need to use Chiman to do this. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Right, so, and then I want you to pay attention to this at the center. You see here, that's the expiry date for this. So when is the expiry date is? 4th of June. All right. Yeah, so at least you are still within this time frame, right? So you still can use this. Yeah, fortunately that you turned up to this webinar today. Right, so yeah, you see this, right? And then some of you already joined this, but some of you very new. Do you want this or not? If you haven't seen this before, do you want this piece of information to use Chiman to get more creativity and luck installation? But you need to do this before 4th of June. All right, if you want to do this, yeah, there you go. You can actually go to this channel here, my Telegram channel. Yeah, you can scan the QR code or you can type the link in your phone. So the team here, we pay attention to the chat box right now. Right? Do you see the link as well on the chat box? Right? So that is the link that you can click on it and then you subscribe to it and then you scroll slightly upward, because I already posted this. I post this every month. So this one I post it is beginning of May. So you might need to actually scroll it a little bit upward there, scroll up a little bit. So you can track back early of May. The post there is something got to do with this post. Yeah, the achievement chart here. And then of course I'll do this every month. Yeah, so the June month is coming, right? So 4th of June, there'll be another new chart. Maybe the power is different. Yeah, but for this one, is something got to do with creativity and luck installation. All right. Yeah, so, or you can screenshot this screen first, then later on you can join this Telegram channel. Okay, Lily say that it works. You're being creative using that area, right? Very good. I'm glad. Thank you, Lily, for doing that, right? Because okay, Daphne Chan say, can you see the achievement chart again? Don't worry, the achievement chart will appear in the Telegram. Right, just scroll up until early of May. You see the same chart again there, Daphne. Right, so that is the one for you. Okay, all right. So do you get a lot of value on today webinar? Yeah, but this is the okay. It's on the 1st of May, right? Okay, so but it's only first point only. There are so many things. I don't know why today my mood is quite good. So I'd like to share with you more stuff here. All right. Okay, cool. So now the next one here, if you remember just now what I show you, okay, let me show you back the slide again. So now, just now we talked about the 80-20 rules. You already know this, how to use your Pareto to decipher for 2021. And then now the next one here we're going to talk about is the wealth of the new world. Yeah, that's the whole reason you're here, right? Right now, your mindset is ready. So you want to know what to do, right? So this is something, don't you think this is very important to know what to do as well? So this one here, whenever we're talking about the wealth of the new world, which means that what is the upcoming opportunities, that available for you, for the next 5 to 10 years, right? So therefore, we need to plan this. So this is what we call future thinking. Anticipation. So luckily in Chinese metaphysics, especially in Feng Shui, there is one system of Feng Shui talking about the future, or the phases of time. So in the Feng Shui terminology, yeah, is actually we use the word period 9. All right. So period 9 actually is the future. Is starting. The actual date is on 2024, and it will continue for the rest 20 years. But the energy doesn't transit exactly on that time, which in fact is the where 2021, this period 9 already started. Okay, so some of you probably this is the first time you heard about period 9. Period 9 is just a phases of time. So it will change every 20 years. So prior to this will be period 8, and now we are just enter into period 9 universe. So therefore you see a lot of changes already start to happen, isn't it? Right, a lot of changes start to happening. The way we do our business, the role in our career, so many things is changing. So it's good for us also to know what kind of thing we can expect, so we can do something related to it to capitalize on the wealth opportunities. Okay, so now, and the thing here is like this. This chart here, how do we actually anticipate, yeah, the upcoming opportunities? This one is got to do with this one, period 9, right? Period 9, some of you learn period 9 before, so how do we actually derive the outlook or opportunities in period 9? Is a lot got to do with the trigram you see on the screen right now. These are is can treat this like an image or a painting, right? So is if you learn Chinese metaphysics, then you know what kind of image is this. How many of you here know what is a trigram is? Type in the chat box right now, or you've seen it before. Okay, if you haven't seen it before, you type the word no. Yeah, so I can know who you are. Okay, so you say no, right? Okay, don't worry, because I don't expect you to interpret this one here. So, but when we going to actually talking about opportunities, when I go to analyze period 9, I'm going to use these two trigrams, because these two trigrams is very important in period 9. Is Li Gua, because each trigram you have a name. This is Li, that is Qian. And this whole thing, there will be a lot of information coming up. But today, yeah, so to actually make the beginner understand better, I'm not going to actually combine these two to read it. Okay, I chose to just look at the Li Gua first. All right, so the Li Gua. So this is the one. So Li Gua is there are so many opportunities related to this Li, because this Li is a fire element. Yeah, by the way, it's a fire element, so it represents beauty. So it's represent also female. So you're talking about a female industry. Probably this is one of the things you need to look into. There's no such thing called female industry. Okay, what I'm talking about? I'm talking about if you are actually doing a products. I just invented a new thing, right? So if you're providing services or products for female, your female is your main buyer. That one would be one, right? But today there's so many things about this Li Gua, right? So, but today I chose to talk about one thing. Yeah, one thing here. Let me show you. Virtual. Okay, so because Li is a fire, right? Li Gua is a fire. I want to imagine a candlelight. A candlelight look like, there's a fire, right? But actually, inside the fire is empty. Do you realize that? It's a blue color, right? So therefore, this is something is look like real, but actually it's not. So anything that got to do with virtual would be something will receive the most attention in period 9. Okay, so what is the example of virtual that you can think of? Okay, Barbara say AI, artificial intelligence. Yes, it could be. What else? Zoom, all right, virtual meeting. Crypto, right? Crypto is also virtual, right? Virtual reality. Okay, energy therapy is not. Okay, all right. So, but it's also part of Li Gua, but it's not under virtual. Okay, which, all right, so many of you here. Okay, cool, right? So, how about e-games? Online gaming as well, right? And do you realize that right now, the online gaming already part of the sport in Olympic as well? Yeah. So therefore you can see, yeah, this is the if. Why would I tell this? Because some of you might thinking, right, what kind of business I want to start? If I want to do a startup right now, I want to make more money. How many of you here want to intend to start a side gigs, or you want to start your business, but you don't know how? You need some guidance. Okay, so many of you here, right? So now I'm trying to tell you one piece of the information. Of course, there are more, right? I cannot share everything because it would be going to take like 10 hours. But today I choose to share about virtual, right? So the rest, I want to leave it to imagination to think about what this virtual means to you. Okay, so I think a lot of you here, virtual coins like crypto could be one, right? E-gaming, virtual reality. Yeah, virtual reality is not just for game, Yeah, so this one also for something like for someone to learn, how to operate, a new surgeon that just become a surgeon, they are still very junior, then a rookie, so they can actually doing a simulation about how the real life surgery is, right? Yes, augmented reality. Yeah, that's cool. So you see this coming. So if you are thinking about a business you want to start, probably this will give you a clue here. Okay. Yeah. So this is the power of Feng Shui, right? You can do this analysis here. This is what I actually advise a lot of my clients, because I don't know why. Yeah. For the last 1 year, a lot of people want to start their own business or do a side gigs, right? These are the information that I use to advise them. Okay. Natalia Sophia say online course, is it considered? Yes. All right. Right. It's considered virtual. All right. Nice. Okay, all right, cool. So no matter what it is, no matter what business you're doing right now, you can also make it virtual, right? So something looks real, but it's not real. That is the Li Kwa is. Okay, all right, cool. So at that part, I leave it for your imagination on this. Someone asked, is it spiritual? Is the one that is the one I saw some of you smiling already. I know what you are thinking. Yeah, whenever I mention virtual. Yeah, I can actually read your mind, Something you can see but cannot touch. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, don't. Okay, all right. So now someone asked, is it spiritual is part of virtual? No, it's not. Yeah, but spiritual is part of Li Kwa. Okay, it's not under the virtual category. Yeah, but it still will be thriving in period 9, because I already told you, I just mentioned one part of it. There are so many of it, right? So but now let's stick with this. Are you guys okay? If not, yeah, you get very confused. Yeah, so stick with this, think about this, and then say, and then you discover what you're going to do with this. Yeah, this is very important. Okay, all right, nice. So this is one of the new wealth in the next cycle, or the new world. Okay, so let's see what the third one. Yeah, let me share with you the third one here. The third one here is about the new currency, right? The new currency. This is very important. Yeah, when you want to actually create more wealth in the new world, so you need to know the currency that actually where you have demand, right? Where you can command. It could be attention, it could be money, yeah, it could be recognition. Yeah, there must be a currency, right? So there will be a new currency, yeah, in the new world, right? So, and let's talk about the current currency first, right? So the current currency. So from Barter perspective, yeah, the current currency is something got to do with direct wealth. Okay, so it's actually appear as okay, not yuan, not okay, not not China currency, not cryptocurrency, right? I'm talking about barter currency first. All right, yeah, the barter currency, yeah, the direct wealth is the current currency. Yeah, so it's called direct wealth. So direct wealth is a star about stability. You're finding a job, and then a stable job, you get a paycheck. That one is a direct wealth. Yeah, so in the old days, this is the most sought after currency in barter. So the moment Yeah, the moment they see the absence of this star in someone's chart, they already tell you that they actually categorize their chart by grade one, you know. So if you're missing DW or the direct wealth, they will tell you that your chart is belongs to you cannot be a grade A chart already. Last time, because this is how they make money last time. Okay, so do you want to know how to check on this or not in your chart? Right, because some of you want to know, you know, will I be wealthy or not? In the old days, yeah, this is how the first criteria they look at is direct wealth. Right, so some of you might think, right, why is direct wealth is not indirect wealth? Because in the old days, people don't like indirect. They want direct. Direct means that in their mind, that time, direct means proper way. Okay, honest, 9 to 5, follow order. In the old days, people like someone who is obedient. All right, so therefore, in the old days, direct wealth is the holy grail in Bazi. Okay, so let me show you first. Yeah, for some of you are beginner, right? How do we actually look for this element? Okay, so see whether does it come out or not. Did I share it? Okay, hold on. Okay, all right. So, okay, I see. So there's so many information. It's confusing, right? So don't worry. Don't worry. Look at here. Look at here. Zoom in under these 10 profiles. Then scan for direct wealth. So there are only 10. So do you see direct wealth here? So this person got 57%. Okay, some of you is zero. It's fine. Luckily, you live in this current generation. Natalia, right? Because if you live in 1,000 years ago or 100 years ago, yeah, this is considered bad chart. So which means that you're born in the right generation, the right time. Nice. Okay, some of you are 55, 83, right? So in the old days, how do they read the Pareto chart? If you ask them a question, what is my wealth potential? One of the criteria they look for is direct wealth. Okay, this is something to do with what? Stability, and which means that they want to find a job that is secure, you know, not volatile, you know, that is safe, you know. So this is the one that you need to actually they're looking for direct wealth. But today, a lot of people still operate in the mindset of direct wealth, isn't it? Right, so I discovered one thing, you know, right? For the last I would say so many years ago, whenever I tell my friend I want to change job, they always say not the right time yet, the economy is not so good. Even that time when I was very young, they're saying this. Okay, I say okay, all right, I listen to you. But once after several years, I actually share with them again, I want to change my job. They also tell me the same thing. Every time also economy is not good. Then this lead me to think, when will the economy become good? How many of you here get the same advice? Whenever you want to change your job, they say, hold on first, hold your horses. Because right now the economy is not good. But they know nothing about economy. Right? They just simply say. Right? So if someone telling you something like this, so they are exercising which element in their chart, which currency? Direct wealth. Yeah, that is the way that thing here, right? So later on, I discovered the bullshit. Then I don't care. It seems like them the whole lifetime economy is not good. Okay, but again, they are not bad people because they are being trained that way, right? But even with someone with the best intention, can this person could be wrong as well? Could someone with the best intention also can be wrong? Is it possible? Yes, right? So I'm not asking you to hate them, right? You appreciate them because they want to protect you, right? But you know, yeah, so we know that the world is changing. I told you, right? So therefore, if you ask me the way I see Bazi, if you ask me the way I see Bazi, I don't see that, you know, direct wealth is anymore is the holy grail in the current time. Do you guys agree? Right? Although we know it, but most of the time we don't do anything. So what is the real currency, in the current period and the new world right now that moving forward here is like this. The new currency, I would say one of the important currency moving forward is attention. Okay, attention is the new currency in the new world. Yeah, because Li Gua is bright, it command attention. All right, so you think about this. If you have a lot of attention, which means that you have a huge subscriber in YouTube, would you automatically get paid right now? You become YouTuber. It's a job, you know. Do you know that? It's a real job. And they make more money than a CEO. Do you know that? By just one post, sometimes they post their cat. Yeah, don't know, maybe just sleeping, you know, or eating carrots, whatever. Yeah, so which means that in this current world here, yeah, the one that command the most attention, yeah, now you hold the power of wealth, one of it. So I don't care you're running your own business right now or you're doing your work. Do you able to have this kind of influence or not? That's the reason they call KOL, right? Key opinion leader. Yeah, so because leader can influence someone, right? So therefore, this is the one, right? So whether they got value or not, we talk later. But the fact that they make money, isn't it? So maybe the value might not be like improve your life, but how about entertainment value? Right? So when you watch it, you feel happy, right? That one is also value. How much price tag you put for entertainment and happiness? Right? So we need to see from that perspective as well, right? So therefore, someone say it's also fit fast. Depends. The successful one won't, right? They keep actually doing that, right? So the attention is the new currency. Okay, so therefore, this should be one of the subject that they should introduce in the school syllabus, right? I think this is very important. So now in Pater, right? In Pater, the attention star, there are two stars. I want you to listen carefully. You want to know this or not? Okay, hurting officer and rob wealth. Okay, hurting officer and rob wealth. So let me show you. Yeah, so I know some of you are beginner. You don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So let me show you again the Pater chart again. Okay, all right. So let me zoom out first. See this? So I want you to zoom down into here as well. So what I'm talking about just now is rob wealth and hurting officer. All right. So now look at this person here. Let's scan through first. Okay, rob wealth is here. You see a rob wealth? All right, rob wealth here is 45%. Okay, then how about the hurting officer? Hurting officer is here, 27%. So now check your chart. Do you have some value there? When you say alamak, both also zero. Okay. Don't worry, Wendy, don't depress first. Yeah, delay your depression. Yeah, later maybe we have some solution for you. All right. Okay, some of you are zero. Do you know that depression can be delayed one? Right? You might not find something you like. Can you choose to delay your depression first? Yes, right? It's possible. Your control of your own mind. Okay, all right. Yeah, Wendy Chan say yes, can, right? Okay, nice. Okay, cool. So if you have these two, I'll see this in the new world. These two will be one of the new currency attention. So if you have these two, at least you have 50% and more. Now you know what to do from now moving forward. Okay. This is something very different from what you learn from classic, right? In terms of the Pater, right? We're talking about a wealth element, all those things, because we need to change the way to see it, because now the era is different, right? Do you appreciate this kind of information or not? Okay, all right, nice. This is the first time I'm sharing this, okay? Yeah, so you're the first group here that get this piece of information. Yeah, feel happy now? Now you can see your parts in a entirely different way. Okay, so now let me bring back this this element here, direct wealth. So let me ask you, how many of you here still, after I explaining to you, how many of you here still want to go through the direct wealth a lot? You still want to stick with this? You say, I'm a loyal fan. I love direct wealth. Yeah, no longer, right? Because you know that this one cannot go very far already. All right. Yeah. So if you want, yeah, I'm not saying that we should discriminate direct wealth. I would say that if your goal right now, you want to create a lot of money in the new world, direct wealth might not be very helpful in helping you to get that. Okay. All right. So let me tell you how direct wealth looks like first. All right. So direct wealth got to do with like a conventional career path. So this is what we've been told, right? Study hard, pick a job. After that, do what? Work hard again, learn something new, and then we draw a higher salary, right? Can you see on the screen right now? So and then you retired, hopefully by 65 years old, and then if you're lucky, you get a pension plan. Then you live happily ever after. Is it true or not? In current world right now, if you're still using this approach in your career, yeah, this is your outcome: financial suicide. Okay, yeah, mission failure, mission not accomplished. Okay, so now, do you want to know more about how to use Pareto, Feng Shui or Qi, right, to actually create a strong wealth foundation, so can create a new side gigs or part-time or side business? Because you know that your job will not give you security anymore, right? Because I noticed some of you want to learn more about like Rock Wealth and HO. What's the difference? This is just a small part of it. There are much more, right? So how many of you here see, if you know all this piece of information, it will add value to you not only this year, but the next 20 years at least. So you can provide a strong foundation, financial foundation for you and your family. Okay, and that's why I advise you to actually start your own side gigs or part-time or side business. This is no longer an option in this current era. It's no longer a luxury, right? It's a must, because if you don't do it, there are so many people doing it, right? So would you like to learn how to do this or not? Do you want me to guide you how to do this? We look at the element, 10 goals, and all those things, right? So I actually, if you want to do this, this is the one. This is I actually is a business and wealth coach, right? So this is how much I charge USD 2,000 or to work with you as a session, so I can explain to you, how to make this work and all these things, right? Some of you might think, right, maybe I'm not suitable to run my own business because I don't have indirect wealth. How many of you here have this thinking? Someone told you before that if I don't have indirect wealth is zero, which means that I cannot run my own business. Have someone told you this before? Right? Maybe someone, maybe you heard about someone tell this, you are not suitable because of this. But let me tell you one thing here, right? So, do you know who is Jeff Bezos? Yeah, Jeff Bezos is a founder of Amazon, right? He also don't have indirect wealth, but he's a billionaire, right? He's a great entrepreneur. At least you know who is Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett, he also don't have indirect wealth in his chart, zero. How about that? Yet he's a billionaire. Yeah, so don't listen to some people that don't understand how Pareto works to tell you whether what you can do or you cannot do something, because every chart have their own potential, right? So the key word here is, do you know how to use it or not, right? This is what I provide as a coach. But I also discovered that not a lot of people might have difficulties actually coming out with a certain amount at this tough time right now. And I also thinking also about, if I only work with someone one-to-one, I might not able to maximize my time as well. So how about I actually teach you to do it instead of ask you to become join a wealth coach session? How about I teach you how to do it in a group so can benefit more people? But would you like this approach or not? It's better, right? Yeah, so I teach you how. Yeah, how to use Sparta and all those things. So therefore, if you interested to do this, I stopped doing this. I say that I will take a limited client for this. Yeah, I don't take this a lot, but this is a new program I created for those people, yeah, who want to actually increase their their finance capacity, start their own thing. They want to know what kind of business they can do, what they can do well, how do you utilize the new currency, and so much more in this here. So I call this new program here is called Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny. So I believe that everyone chart already got a potential. So the time here is 24th and 25th July 2021, and we're going to do this via live stream. I saw so many of you here. Yeah, actually got already joined this. Thank you. So right now, yeah, instead of this is the thing you're going to learn, your hidden entrepreneur profile. Yeah, because all of us here have your entrepreneur profile. You also have ultimate wealth machine secrets. Do you want to learn this? How about recession-proof business model based on Chinese metaphysics model? How do we look at it? It'll be useful, right? How about entrepreneur Feng Shui setup? You also want to do this? And how about the period 9 compliant business? What are the business will be compliant to period 9? Okay, so thank you. I saw so many of you here already joined this. Thank you for that. Right. So, and I'm glad that thank you for your support. So, and if you are, and then the way I conduct this, I'm going to use this three system, Pareto, Feng Shui, and Qimeng to guide you that. All right. So, and how about the investment? Yeah, the investment here would be 497. This is the price for it. But for today and for all of you here, you can sign up this for only 297. Yeah, would you like to actually do this or not? Yeah, this is applicable for if you want to start something, or even if you're already a business owner, you want to expand it, then this one will be good for you. I only do this once, by the way. Right? I'm not sure, because someone asked me, can I do it next year again? I'm not sure. Because I don't have the habit doing the same thing all over again. So I cannot actually promise you whether I'm going to do this again. But definitely this time, I'm going to do this. Okay? So if some of you might say, hey, if I cannot actually make it to the date, so what can I do here? Right? So, but before that, let me just share with you, if you want to do it today, I'm going to actually have a limited intake, and the team here, we're going to open again the bonus slot for another 20 slots only. All right. So the bonus slot already closed because a lot of people already registered for this. But tonight or today, the team going to open for the first 20 slots. If you sign up on this, you're going to get this how to read Pareto like a pro as a bonus online training. Do you like this or not? How do you read a Pareto chart like a pro? Okay, this is by invitation only, right? So someone say, right, how do I get the bonus? Yeah, so it's very simple. How do you know that, right? So let me share with you if you are interested to do this. And if you cannot make it to the date, it's fine, because you have 30 days to watch a replay. Okay, all right, it's cool. So this is the link to register. Then the next question here you want to ask, right? How do I ensure that I get the bonus? It's very simple. As long the payment able to get through, you already secure the bonus. Everyone clear on this? So as long you're able to make the payment, right? You key in your whatever credit card, whatever it is, the moment the payment get through, this indicates that you already secure the bonus. All right. So this is the how to read a Pareto chart like a pro for you. So do you like this or not? Yeah. So all you need to do is to click on the link, or you scan the QR code, or you can go to the chat box and click on the enrollment link here. The team actually type it in the chat box as well. Yeah, do you see Mark and Shimo, all of them here? Yeah, that's the link. You have to do this. Yeah, this will be very interesting from 24th and 25th July, because I see this the right time. People need to take control of their financial freedom. Okay, so and so all of you here are for some of you here are having problems. I saw some of you having problems making payment. So all you need to do is to click on the term F. You need to check box. There's a check box there. You need to check the terms and condition first, right? Because otherwise you cannot proceed to the next page. Okay, all right. So therefore, that is that's how you actually, and then it might be a bit slow right now, yeah, because a lot of people actually are rushing to it. Have some patience there. Okay, so Johanna say done. All right, nice. Okay, cool. Right. So and the replay is for 30 days. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for support. Thank you, Johanna. All right. So and then yes, there'll be replay for the class for 30 days. You can watch it as many times you like within the 30 days. And if you and then you get this bonus, right? How to read the Butter chart like a pro. So this Butter chart like a pro is additional one. So it will not be conducted during these 2 days. It will be conducted after. All right. So that's why we call bonus, right? We don't want to slot in the bonus into the actual course. So it's an independent module. All right. So you'll get like additional syllabus. You can do this. So Brian say, how do I find out if already signed up before? You need to check with the team. Okay, all right, cool. And I think that this not only beneficial for you, because some of you might not want to start your own business. How about do something part-time? Because you don't know whether your job will be secure or not in the near future, right? What if you have something you can earn more? Don't you think it's cool? Right? So therefore, this is a program, I would say, is the most relevant program in 2021. Okay, nice. So let me share with you one thing here. Yeah, so some facts here. For average MBA course will cost you around $60,000 to $100,000 if you chose to do this. And now this Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny is formed like a Chinese metaphysics business course. All right. So and this one would be the one that will be much cheaper. And then you also can learn from Chinese metaphysics perspective, how do you see business work? Because now it's not about a business only, because you want to know what is the plan for your financial plan moving forward. And even you don't decide to do anything, but if you have this entrepreneur mindset, don't you think your boss will appreciate you more? Do you agree with this or not? Yeah, so all the bosses here, yeah, if your staff or your employees, they think like a business person, yeah, so don't you think they become your valuable employee? Because they are focusing on solution rather than problems, right? They are continuously adding value to your business. Yeah, so this is the whole benefit of this program here. Okay, all right, so nice. So, and then just to share with you, you might be just one decision away from a totally different life, right? So the only two choices, right? One way you can actually walk away from this, you continue to live your life. And what if, you take a leap of faith and you might be just one decision away from a totally changing, a totally different life. Okay, all right. So here it is, the Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny program from 24th to 25th. And then if you do it today, you're going to get this bonus. If you have any problem signing up, I saw a lot of people need to refresh the page again. You need to do it because I know that, there sometimes the moment a lot of people joining, there'll be some pause in the between. I hope that you'll be a bit patient. Yeah, as long your payment get through, you go to secure the bonus, right? So if you have any problems with it, talk to the team in the chat box. Mark, Shimo, and Corinne, and the rest of them will help you to actually address your concern. Okay, all right. So, do you guys enjoy today's webinar? Do you like this? Do you find today's webinar useful or extremely useful for you? And because if you like this style of delivery and how I share Chinese metaphysics knowledge to you, the Awaken Your Destiny program is exactly the same. Yeah, I always we have a lot of interesting thing I haven't shared with you yet, right? So make the best of it, right? Make the best of your time and make the best of your investment. Okay, thank you. I see a lot of you here like today webinar. So okay, all right. So I think that that's all for today. All right. So and I wish all of you here, no matter what you do, you achieve great success on it, and wish everyone here will be healthy. And hope of course I hope to see you in this program. If some of you, and thank you to all of you here already joining. Yeah, the team just told me that a lot of you here already joining. Thank you for support. I appreciate that. So until then, I hope to see you in one of our event, our webinar, or in our Telegram perhaps, right? And if you join my Telegram, we can communicate from there onwards. So my advice is, my suggestion here is don't let this stop, right? Since you're already starting the first step to improve yourself, yeah, now you have the momentum, yeah, all in, right? So in life, it's very simple. Either you do or you don't do, right? Don't do something in the middle, in the halfway. All right. Okay. So see you guys again. Take care. I'm Iverson. Keep in touch.